I have scoured the suburbs to find the best place to live in Texas. So let me not talk about, okay, Austin. Yes, if you do a Google search, then you're gonna say Austin, Dallas, these are the best places. But I'm going to talk about the suburbs. First up on the list, I'm going to talk about the suburbs of Austin, Texas, the best places to move to. If I were in your shoes, I'm gonna give you the scoop. My favorite suburb of Austin is Dripping Springs. Now, Dripping Springs is a little bit of a commute if you have to drive to work in Austin, Texas. So either if you're okay with a longer commute or if you work from home, or maybe you find a job in Dripping Springs, it is a beautiful, beautiful suburb of Austin, Texas, and you're gonna find beautiful homes up on hills because it is on the edge of the hill country. So Dripping Springs also has like breweries and cute little nightlife, a great family town. Definitely put Dripping Springs on your radar. Next up, and this is really no particular order because everyone has different hot buttons, okay? But next up, if you have a young family looking for things to do, Round Rock is a hotspot in Austin because of the plethora of things to do. I mean, if your kids are into sports, if you like the water parks, there's so many great things to do in Round Rock, and it's not too far from Austin, that it's a great, great family town. They have great schools, and usually most of my suburb videos, I highlight areas with good schools. Just keep that in mind. Another place that I love in Austin, Texas are the hills or Lakeway, that section over by Lake Travis. Also, the schools, Lake Travis ISD, those are great schools in Texas. If you're looking for luxury, there's some gorgeous, beautiful homes on Lake Travis. Lovely, lovely area if you're going to move to Texas. Also for luxury in Austin, Westlake Hills is beautiful because there are these hills. It's west of Austin, and there are these hills that have beautiful, gorgeous luxury homes. Also not far from Westlake Hills is Barton Creek. Again, beautiful hills. You're on the verge, the edge of the hill country, and it's a great luxury area if you're moving to the Austin area. Next, we're going to talk about Houston, then a little bit about San Antonio, and then Dallas, Fort Worth. If you're gonna move to Houston, these are my favorite areas. Katy, Texas, or Cinco Ranch. If you have a family, you want great schools, you love shopping. I love Cinco Ranch because it's a beautiful shopping area. In Katy, Texas, it used to be a small town, now it's a suburb, and it just kind of has that hometown feel. Katy, Texas. Definitely take a look at Katy. I love the Woodlands, and listen, I love it because of the name. It sounds like the Woodlands. I love the trees. Beautiful, tall trees. And they have a great shopping area. Very, very nice when you go to the Woodlands area. Go get a hotel down there and walk the area. There's a little canal. You can get on a little boat. Really, really great area. I like the Woodlands too because there are all price points there. So you can get a starter home as well as a luxury home. And it's not too far from Houston. So the Woodlands, it tops every list every time. One of my favorite suburbs of Houston is Tomball. Like if I were to move to Houston, Tomball is just a great hometown community. It has a cute downtown square. They host community events. I love Tomball, guys. And again, there you can get a starter home, you can get a luxury home, and there are some areas further up that you can look as well, but Tomball, don't miss out on Tomball, y'all. And then Cypress. Cypress is a development. It's very nice, family-friendly community. Definitely take a look at Cypress if you're going to Houston as well. But let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about San Antonio. So San Antonio is a smaller area than, say, Houston or DFW. But San Antonio, if you're going to move there, just know it's hot. It's super hot in San Antonio. But if I were moving to San Antonio, I would stay in the northern section because, again, you're gonna hit all price points, but you're gonna have great schools. You have some really nice luxury homes up there. And the reason I like the north is because, again, you're on the verge of that hill country. So the further north you go from San Antonio, the beautiful views of hills. My favorite town up there is Boerne, Texas. It's a small town, but again, a starter home or these beautiful $5-6 million luxury homes on the hills. It's just gorgeous. So definitely check out Boerne if you're going to be headed out that way. It is more country, but still. You gotta check it out. Also, there's a cute I call it a retirement town, but it's not just for retirees. I just think it's perfect for retirees, and it's called Green. It's spelled a little weird, just like Bernie spelled a little weird, but it's called Green, and it has this cute little river going through. It's very picturesque. Great tiny little like downtown area that you can go hang out. There's a dance hall. I like Green. There's also many military families that live there, as well as San Antonio, but Green, put that on your radar, especially if you are looking for a place to retire. Last but not least, let's talk about the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, this is my backyard. This is my hometown, Dallas-Fort Worth. Again, I've been to every suburb city here, and these are my favorite. Again, in no particular order, because every family has different hot spots. Definitely call me if you are looking at moving to Dallas-Fort Worth, and I can give you the scoop based on what your needs are. I love to hear and listen to what you're looking for, and then I can definitely point you in the right direction, okay? Feel free to fill out the questionnaire in the link below, call, text, or email me. But let's talk about this. So one of my favorite cities is Flower Mound, Texas. Flower Mound is great because it's on the northern side of DFW, and I love that there's some trees there. There's some larger lots there. It was developing, it was booming in the 90s, and so you're gonna see more mature trees, but it's just a nice family community. The schools are great in Flower Mound. It's also situated between Grapevine Lake and Louisville Lake, and so there's plenty of recreational activities. So put Flower Mound on the list. You can get homes, I'd say probably in the 600,000s, and they sell into $7, $8, $9 million for luxury homes in Flower Mound. Next up is a city called North Lake. North Lake is the hottest, booming city on the Fort Worth side in DFW. Well, the other hot city is the one I'm gonna talk about next, but North Lake is the second fastest growing city in all of Texas, and it has so much room to grow. Right now, population's at about 12,000. It's gonna max out at about 50,000, which means it's still gonna be a fairly small city. It's not gonna be this huge city like Frisco or Plano. So I love that because it's more of a community feel. It has brand new homes. It's just booming right now. So if you're looking for a place to invest, maybe you have a starting family, you're gonna find younger families moving out to North Lake. They're building their homes, starting their families there, great schools there. North Lake is definitely a place you wanna put on your radar if you're looking for a new home and the up and coming on the Fort Worth side. Now, if you're looking for the up and coming on the Dallas side, then you wanna hone in on Salina. It's the #1 fastest growing city in the entire state of Texas, and it's building beautiful homes. So I would say homes in Salina are more 600,000, 700,000 on up to into the millions, but it has a cute little downtown area. They are very focused in on building community within Salina. You're gonna find a lot of really great newer communities up there as well. Now, Salina is a pretty far drive to Dallas, so if you have to commute to Dallas, I don't know that I'd recommend Salina, probably something a little further south, but it is a great town to look at if you are looking for that North Dallas experience. Next up is Frisco, and you may have heard all about Frisco, so I'll keep this brief, but Frisco is great. And if you're looking for a life of entertainment, like you want a lot of things to do, you want to go hang out with your friends, if you have a family, if you're single, it really appeals to any type of person. Frisco does. If you're a retiree, it really doesn't matter what stage of life you're in. If you're single or married, like, it doesn't matter. Frisco has a place for you. The PGA golf course is there. There's a place to have lunch. It's beautiful. Guys, just watch all the other videos on Frisco and you'll see why it's such a hot spot. But the thing about Frisco is it's so large. It really is big to where sometimes I like the smaller towns for the community feel, the smaller suburbs. But Frisco is great, beautiful, shiny. And then if you're looking for luxury, I love South Lake. Again, if you go back to the smaller community, South Lake has a population of like 30 to 35,000 people. It's almost all built out. The lots are much larger than Frisco, so if you're looking for trees and a little more space, South Lake has a lot more space and a lot more trees. It's beautiful. Some of these neighborhoods are just gorgeous. Now, the difference between, I'd say, Frisco And Southlake is that Southlake, you may have to update some of the homes. Frisco, many of the homes are already coming updated, depending on the budget, right? But I do love Southlake, so put that on your radar if you're looking. They're starting at about $750 plus to get a home in Southlake. Again, if you're looking at moving to Texas, reach out by phone, text, or email, or you can fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below. We would be so happy to help, and I'll see you on the next video.